Hey, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Why are we?
You okay?
No, I'm not okay. No, I'm not okay. None of this is okay.
No, we're a little late.
Yeah.
We're
No, but
we're we we're off and running. What's going on?
Would you look at the screen? We're all cattywampus like weird. Hang on.
Hey,
God.
that's the new thing, man. When
Yeah.
asymmetrical is in, bro. There we go. You feel better now?
No, I hate this show.
Well, most people do as well. Just look at the comments. It's rare we get a positive one in the but yet here we are. An hour late, but still gonna do it nonetheless.
Yeah,
We're happy you can join us.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, it's this will be one for the record books. So here's what's going on. I'm in Houston, Texas, instead of my normal Chicago studio, and that was part of the challenge of getting on tonight. Yes. Just was not. I need to stay in a better brand of hotel that has better Wi-Fi.
I don't want to besmirch any possible sponsors, but
yeah, I'm not going to say what hotel I'm in right now.
Yeah, we hate to do that. We would hate to do that. You know, sometimes
there's no product placement going on, but this hotel has terrible Wi-Fi.
Sometimes when you're on holiday, you just got to be in somewhere, and that happens from time to time. And not everyone has the means or the ways for the Wi-Fi, but we're glad to be here. Thanks for sticking around wherever you're watching from. I think just YouTube tonight. Comment, whatever, like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate it. But we'll begin tonight with the story that's taken over the internet. You have not seen this as of yet, have you? Okay.
No, I've heard about it.
This hit earlier this week. It was shared all over social media. Jimmy Kimmel talked about it last night. For those who may not have seen this yet, this comes to us from Australia. These are obviously twins, okay? And they're talking about a situation where a carjacking was happening involving their mother. And so they sent the news team out to get the interview. And you know what? Just play it, Johnny. Okay. I want to get your reaction because you know how sometimes they say twins share a brain,
right?
Just sit back and watch.
Well, and while we watch this, I want people to comment below as to at what age do twins stop dressing alike?
Well, there's that part too.
Yeah, but that appears not to be the issue here. All right, let's watch.
Well, we were in cleaning our birds, and we heard this big bang. We said, oh no, another car accident. So we drop everything and we went running out the front. We seen Mum running out from the house up there, and then the other cars were pulling up and checking to see if...
I hate this.
You hate it already?
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
It takes the internet by storm.
Well, I know.
Yeah. But it's like The Shining.
It is what like you're The watching. Shining. It is like The Shining.
Play with us, Danny.
Yeah.
The person was okay, and one guy, he was up there with our mum, and he went up there, and he was coming back down towards us, and he goes, run.
Okay. Do they always do this?
That's what everyone's wondering. That's what's taken the internet by storm of, is this a bit? Is this how they always are? Because apparently they live with their mom still, I would assume, because what they're saying is they heard a big bang. They ran out of the house. Maybe they live. I'm assuming these two live with each other. Like, it doesn't say that they're not married. Like they don't have separate husbands or whatever, but just to be in that kind of synchronicity with another human being, you got to be around them quite a bit. I understand they're, identical twins. Yeah. So they're talking about what they thought was an accident. Mom runs up to help people. They follow mom out. And then all of a sudden another gentleman comes and says, you better run because he's got a gun.
Well, okay. I mean, there's like a mental phenomenon where, I think it's called echolalia or something like that, where people will repeat the last thing they heard.
Okay. Yeah. I get that.
Yeah. And it's kind of like that, but it's worse. This is insane.
He's got a gun. And our heart started to pound, and I said, "Oh, Mum, where's Mum?" And poor Mum was stuck up there, but apparently our brave Mum, she goes, "Are you all right?"
Because he had all blood
all over his face. And he goes, "I'll shoot you." She goes, "Hey, I'm here to help."
And Mum distracting him to make him look the other way, and he looked the other way, and Mum ran into the bush behind.
This is insane. This is absolutely bananas.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah. I can't.
It's like that's a news reporter. I don't know. Like, I understand it was a traumatic experience for everyone when someone says they've got a gun.
Yeah.
But there's no way that was scripted out. If it is, they are pulling the biggest fast one on the entire world. It just seems like they naturally just flow that way, and it's nuts.
It is nuts, and I'm curious if they do this all the time. If they do, that would be infuriating. I mean,
Correct.
They're wearing scrubs, so I mean, do we think that they work together or something? Or
maybe they were coming to take care of Mom. Maybe they are nurses, that like traveling nurses or whatever it may be. I'm assuming they work in the same clinic, or maybe I don't know. They just jumped out of the. Now this is the actual raw footage,
right?
The actual this is not.
Is there more? I don't know if I can take any more. Is there more?
I mean, there's another 2.5 minutes. We don't have to go through all of it, but like the actual news segment.
And the guy goes to her, "I'll find you and I'll shoot you." Yes.
How did she distract him initially? Did she just say, like, look the other way?
Well, he must have been going, I don't know, but he looked the other way, and then that's why she did an escape.
And then I'm so glad that young guy, he said, "Run, he's got a gun."
And then we said,
I know. It's absolutely, you're like mind blown.
I hate all of this. I don't know why. I don't know why that is so hard to listen. I mean, it's just
because you're not really hearing. Like, it's in stereo, but slightly off. It's like, me and you have been in the business of radio long enough to where when the audio just doesn't sync quite enough, you just get that 1 or like 0.5 second lag, and it drives you insane. You can't hear it.
I mean, the thing that's messing with my head is it's not that they're a bit out of sync. There are points where they are starting the exact same word at the exact same time.
Yes. They're like America's Got Talent. They're like mentalists or something, but it's just talking about a traumatic experience. So yeah, I think it's like Pamela and Paula. Are their names?
No, Bridget and Paula Powers, who live on Steve Irwin Way. Oh.
Of course they do. Exactly. Crocky.
I mean, I'm sure. Please, internet, help us out here. If the internet doesn't, then we'll have to find them and say, what in the fuck is going on?
Right. We could try to track them down to see if they would do an interview with us, to see if, like, just off the cuff, if they would do the same thing. Finishing each other's sentences.
Yeah.
Well, not even finishing each other's sentences.
They're not finished. That's the thing. They're not finishing each other's sentences. They're parroting each other's sentences simultaneously. That's what's so crazy about this.
And heaps of people run into our facility here and our house yard.
Our house yard as well, and they were hiding in there too.
So we went running around, closing and locking all doors.
Just in case, because we didn't know where he was at the time.
Up, and then a car, he pulled up, like the car what was over the road there.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish we could see the rest of them, because I think they might physically be connected. There might be.
I think they are.
There might be like an extension cord between them.
Are they the TLC kids grown up? Remember those TLC kids?
Right.
From back in the day, they moved to Australia, and now they do this. It's just uncanny how they're just so
baby
in sync. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to watch anymore. I think people have gotten the point of why they're an internet sensation, but it sure is quite the bizarre occurrence.
Yeah.
It's hard to wrap your brain around what you're seeing if it's real or not. Or if it's like, are they mirroring? Like when you first see it, you're like, oh, someone's just doctoring the video
Right.
and mirroring the one person and add. But no. Those are two separate people saying the exact same thing at the exact same time.
They need to be separated, right? I mean, somebody needs to be taken out of the country until they are cured of whatever this is.
I think you hit the nail on the head to begin the whole segment of there comes a time when you're identical twins where you wear different clothes.
I'm dropping that. That is the least of the issues here.
But I think that's the gate. I think that's the gateway to what we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
If you continue after the age of 16 to wear the same clothes as your identical twin, this is what you end up with.
Yeah. That right now is the least of my worries, but you're right. That's incredible, dude. That is wild. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. So I need answers. I have more questions now. Oof.
Yeah, this is the first time you're seeing it. This is like the fourth time I'm seeing it, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around what I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's bananas. That's bananas, and I hate it. And I hate them, and I hate that it's happening. I hate that they're on the same planet as me. Separate them. Separate them.
Yes. You have to.
One has to go to Iceland, and the other one has to go to South Africa. I don't know what you do. Something has to happen. Something needs to be done.
Correct. They need to be away from each other because that's absolutely wild. Well, I'm glad we're off to such a good start. I'm glad I've put you in a nice, gentle frame of mind here, my friend.
All right. Let's see how the world of AI is treating us as when it comes to love. They've been saying that this is going to be a thing that more and more people will have romantic partners and sexual partners. The headline says.
Yeah, this was a number that flabbergasted me, Johnny. There's a triple word score. Mm-hmm. They said 1 in 4 young adults are using AI to fill sexual and romantic interests. So 25% of these individuals are using the AI for sex or romance.
For sex?
Over 30? Yeah, like to just kind of give them dirty talk. Nearly a quarter of young men actively followed and regularly viewed. Oh, here we go. In the study, over half the participants reported they had viewed social media accounts for AI systems and viewed the images, usually sexualized ones, produced by these accounts. So they know it's fake.
Okay.
They know it's AI, but half of them are still checking it out. Nearly a quarter of the young men actively followed and regularly viewed such images, and 18% of women did so as well. In contrast, the over 30 viewed such images far less. 10% of men over 30 and 9% of women over 30 would look at them. Over 30% of the young men had chatted with the AI systems that simulated romantic interactions, with 23% of the young women doing so as well. And as you might expect, many of these folks use AI for sexual purposes. Around 10% overall.
You mean as you might expect? No, I don't expect that at all. That should be the last thing we expect.
Correct. I would agree.
Yeah.
They 10% overall reporting using AI to stimulate sexual arousal while they took care of things themselves.
Okay.
27% of young men reported viewing AI-generated porn, and 12% of young women did so.
Why?
Adults over 30.
Because there's a shortage of porn right now that we need the computer to make some more.
Right. Correct. That you're like, I need to know it's really fake. The other one that could have been someone's daughter, or so. I need it to be more fake like that. So yeah, similar patterns emerge with romantic chats with AI systems. 42% of participants felt like AI programs were easier to talk to than real people. 42%.
Well,
and 31%
that
felt like the artificial partners understood them better. 31% said they, yeah.
I mean, that kind of makes sense when you consider how you can set up AI or like ChatGPT. You can say, you are now this kind of person, and this is the kind of conversation we're about to have. And so, of course, you'd be satisfied with it. You made it.
Correct. Yeah. So they'll look for the AI, sexy picture, and then follow the account, and then slide in the sexy AI DMs
Yeah.
And next thing you know, boom, they're off and running.
Yeah, well, I'm going to start searching for AI Debbie Gibson and see if I get anything, or I can finally fulfill my peppermint patty fantasy.
There you go. Right. Just search AI search sexy peppermint patty. I'm sure there's a plethora out there, and we can put you on the list.
For those who are new to the show, as a child, I had a crush on peppermint patty. So it's not a weird man in his 50s fantasizing about peppermint patty. It was when I was peppermint patty's age. So it was fine.
Okay.
So shut up, whatever you're thinking.
Shut up. We were just doing that for the clicks to see how you would react to it. Ha ha! We got you. You clicked on it, didn't you?
All right. I don't want anybody knocking on my door and dragging me out and.
Yeah, we don't want the Hanson guy to be like,
Right.
Mr. Molson over here with your sexy AI peppermint patty.
You have another video that I have yet to see.
Oh, I do. Yes.
Yeah.
This was Monday. So Sunday, the Easter egg roll was just look at that optic. Tell me you're on LSD without telling me you're on LSD. There is Trump in the middle with an Easter bunny on one side,
right,
and Melania on the other. It is just so they were supposed to have the Easter egg roll or whatever the hell they do on the White House lawn on Sunday. Apparently there was some weather, so they moved it to Monday. And we're 3 minutes into this thing. The first 2 minutes is him talking about troops.
I just want to scroll back to the beginning. Why is there a microphone for the bunny?
I didn't notice that. I did not notice that. Just in case Mr. Bunny wants to make a statement about Ukraine and how they started the war in Russia.
The First Lady of the United States of America does not have a microphone in front of her, but somebody in a bunny costume does. And I'll just play the first 3 seconds of the three of them approaching the edge of the patio here.
Well, thank you very much, everybody, and a very happy Easter to everyone.
Yay! Look at me!
Yay.
Hello!
Okay,
Yay.
so he has this lengthy thing. You know, he's just doing
talk about enrollment, which is so weird. Like it's on brand for Mr. Trump to just go off like it's Easter, but I'm going to talk to you about how we're enlisting troops.
Right.
By the way, comment below if you're watching this as a quickie on YouTube, who you think of the cabinet is in the bunny costume.
Oh yeah, that's right. Somebody. Because there's no way you don't go to central casting and say, okay, we need someone just to get into a rabbit costume and walk out with the president. Somebody had to do that. Probably a Secret Service guy.
I'm saying it's Pam Bondi. Judging
Bondi?
by the size, that's Pam Bondi in there. That's
Okay.
my guess.
You've got to vote for Pam Bondi. I'm saying Kash Patel. But
Also,
please,
got checked.
Please comment below who you think is in the
He's in the bunny costume.
Bunny costume. J.D. Vance is too obvious.
And it's too small for RFK Jr. He'd be a giant buff bunny, and he'd be like eating raw eggs. He'd be like, "Don't hide them, eat them, and just crack them." In this economy, so yeah, it's not those two. Maybe Hegseth. I don't know.
Yeah,
Rubio.
We all know.
Oh, Rubio would be a good guess.
Yeah,
Little Marco.
Oh, yeah. You're right. That the height fits. But we all know that Donald Trump is a faithful Christian.
Yeah.
He goes to that one church with that one guy that reads church things, and so
with the Bible upside down.
Right. You know, he's very knowledgeable about what was it, 2 Corinthian. Everybody, 2 Corinthian. Let's have it. And so now he's about to make a statement about it being Easter. Yeah.
Yes.
And speaking of special, Easter is special, and it's one of our favorite days. It's one of our favorite periods of time. We're honoring Jesus Christ, and we're going to honor Jesus Christ very powerfully throughout our lives, all throughout our lives, not just now, all throughout our lives. We're bringing religion back in America. We're bringing a lot of things back, but religion is coming back to America. That's
okay.
By the way,
yes.
If you watch the Easter Bunny's reaction when he talks about Jesus, the Easter Bunny nods and it like, yeah, I know I took Jesus's big coming back from the dead thing with my baskets and my eggs, and I'm here and not Jesus.
Yeah.
But you're right, President Trump.
Well,
Jesus is important. He's real special.
that's the ridiculously evident thing, is that he's saying how important Jesus is, and he comes out with the bunny.
Not Jesus. Comes out with the bunny.
The bunny, which doesn't have shit to do with Easter.
Nothing. I've never understood where the bunny came from and painting the eggs and everything else.
I mean,
I guess the rite of spring.
I get it
I
from
get
spring, and we're coming out of winter, and that's kind of the whole idea of Easter, is rejuvenation and all those things. All of that I get, but at no point in anybody's Christian upbringing was there a rabbit.
Maybe not in your church. I mean, he helped Jesus. I remember the Station of the Cross. The rabbit helped Jesus when he fell the third time, right?
Yeah.
When he fell with the cross, the rabbit hopped in and said, "I got you back, bro."
Yes. Rabbit, I know you will deny me 3 times as the cock crows.
That's why you see the kind of numbers that you're seeing, the spirit and the kind of numbers that you're seeing. So we're going to come down and join you, right?
I'm sorry, is he saying Jesus has good polling
Good
numbers? Is that what he's getting at?
Jesus tests well. He tests very well for the people with the need wine from water, and
Yes.
also people who aren't being able to catch fish.
You know, almost
Tests
as good as
very
me, but he's pretty good. He's testing it well.
But religion is coming back to America. That's why you see the kind of numbers that you're seeing, the spirit and the kind of numbers that you're seeing. So we're going to come down and join you right now. But I just want to wish everybody once again, happy Easter and enjoy your lives. We're going to have a great 4 years. Thank you very much, everybody.
What? Enjoy your lives? How do you not even know how to say Happy Easter? You got the damn bunny right next to you. It's not hard. It's not hard.
Right. I mean, Pope Francis was hours from dying, and he was able to muster a Buona Pasqua. You know, I mean,
Enjoy the rest of your lives.
Oh, my God.
We're going to come down there. We got big numbers, huge numbers. Enjoy the rest of your lives, and Happy Easter. Pay no attention to the bunny to my left.
Right. Just like Jesus wanted, a bunny.
Exactly.
I think we've got an update on the Fire Festival that's even more recent than this news article. Fire Festival is... Well, it's a mess. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, well, yeah. So this was the latest update I had gotten of... Yeah. They said, well, canceled, not going to be at this. It's going to be postponed to a different date. But don't worry, it's still going to happen. And then right before we finally got on the live stream tonight, Rolling Stone had come out with an article saying that it's not happening at all. Apparently, he's going to be trying to sell.
Not necessarily. Okay, so on the festival's official Instagram page is an announcement saying a new chapter begins after 2 years of rebuilding Fire with honesty, creativity, and relentless effort. It's time to pass the torch. We're officially putting the Fire brand up for sale. To the right buyer, the platform is yours. Execute the vision, make history, says the message. That's where we are right now with Fire Festival.
Who's buying that?
Yeah, nobody. And what's so crazy about this? What's his name? Billy McFarland.
Yeah.
What's so ridiculous about this is he alleged a couple weeks ago that people were already buying tickets.
He did, up to $1 million for a ticket, because that would get you on the luxury yacht and everything else. And all of a sudden it went to. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think anybody believes that tickets were sold, but let's just pretend they were. I mean, he's pretty much coming out and saying, "My hands are off this thing. Somebody else take it over," and off we go. So again. Let's just pretend that this is real. He has now decided Fire Festival that was supposed to happen isn't going to happen. It needs to go to somebody else's hands so they can make it happen. And if, in fact, somebody has bought a ticket to it, what? I mean, what?
You'll have to talk to the new owner of Fire Festival, whoever that ends up being. I think it'd be a good investment for Elon Musk. I mean, you might as well. You got dumpster fires all over the place everywhere else. You might as well grab a third one, make it a trifecta.
I mean, that's bananas, yeah?
Absolutely bananas. The fact that he was even able to get to the point where Fire Festival 2 could have possibly been a thing
Yeah.
That in and of itself is bananas. But then to string people along and to make someone believe that tickets were being purchased by anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you would have had to have been a mole person to not know what happened to Fire Festival, right? You would just have to be coming out from the mines that those guys were in years ago to be like, oh, I've never heard of this before. It seems cool. Yeah. So good luck with that, Billy McFarland. But I wouldn't, to quote the Grinch, I wouldn't touch you with an 18.5-foot pole.
Yeah. I don't know if I can bring this up on the screen, but yeah, if you go over to the Fire Festival Facebook
website
account,
Facebook.
yeah, he's just added this picture. Well, you can't see it, everyone.
Yeah,
trust me. Take my word for it.
Short,
yeah,
yeah. Don't ever trust Billy McFarland with anything. Period.
Well, and I'm trying to remember from the
end of list.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember from the documentary, there was something that he was embroiled in even before Fire Festival. He had some weird black card that people in New York, the muckety mucks in New York, would buy like for $50,000 to be a part of this club that also didn't really exist. Nobody really got what they are. And, you know, it's astonishing to me that he's not in jail.
Well, he was for a little bit, but now he's out, and apparently trying to turn over a new leaf by turning over Fire Festival to some poor dope who's going to buy it, which I don't think that's happening. But we'll keep you updated. Keep it here. We'll have the most up-to-date Fire Festival news here on this program.
Well, I'm traveling right now, and this I didn't realize, but apparently passing through the security scanner will gay you up.
Yeah, I saw this headline and I'm like, okay, I need to read further. Yeah. Because if you're preferring being patted down by someone, I'm thinking that's probably a little bit worse than just walking through a scanner. And I understand those new scanners where you put your arms up, right, and do the thing where they do the x-ray and your dang's probably there and they can make fun of your tiny balls. But that's not turning you gay. Mm-hmm. None of it is, by the way. None of it is.
Thank you for the clarification. 4th Street Evangelical Church preacher and conspiracy theorist author Andrew Isker used a portion of his right-wing current affairs podcast Contramundum to spread a baseless and ridiculous conspiracy that TSA body scanners in the airports make people queer. Speaking with his co-host, the right-wing pastor said he much prefers being frisked by TSA agents because there's nothing gay about that.
No, none at all.
Then going through what he unironically described as a gay beam in the scanners.
Yes. As you walk through, they go, make sure you hit the gay beam as this guy walks through. By the way, he looks like a fatter Mike Lindell. The scanners over there kind of turn you all gay. You know what's not gay? My pillow. Mm-hmm. You just wrap up next to it, put it right in your crotch. That's not gay at all. It's my pillow, not your pillow.
Despite having no available evidence to back up the claim, he said during the segment, I'm not going to go through the gay beam machine. I didn't let CJ do it. I wouldn't let him do it. You're getting patted down too, buddy. I don't want them turning you gay.
Yeah, we're going to get patted down together because that's even less gay than just you getting patted down rather than the gay beam machine. We're going to get patted down together, man. Me and CJ.
Yeah.
Guys going to tap our sack and we're going to be just fine.
Yeah. You're getting patted down. I didn't want the right-wing podcaster later admitted that having a guy touch you all over the place on its face seems worse. However, he added, you don't really know what those things do to you. They can just take a picture of me naked. Like, no.
But you want someone to grab all around instead?
Yeah.
The possibility of your X-rayed body, which doesn't really show much, but your ding dong. That's
it doesn't even do that.
No, exactly.
Because I've stood there and watched. Believe me, I was like, oh, I want to see what this lady looks like. And you get nothing. You get nothing.
It's like Slim Goodbody is what you end up getting.
Yeah.
You don't get anything. You don't get anything worthwhile.
There was one time though that I I was running late, so I was just cutting it really close. And sure enough, okay, you've been chosen for a special extra screening, and so I got to walk through the doodad. And I step out and I see the image come out, and there's like this big wet sweat mark on my back. And of course I've got
the heat signature.
Yeah, and I've got beads of sweat all over me. It's like everything about me looked dangerous just by that.
You had a bomb in your back.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no gay beam there, sir. Oh, look at Greg. Poor Laureate.
Sorry.
He really is.
I tell you what, Greg, you go and find us a sponsor. We will be on time every week. But right now,
but make sure
we're getting this for
Go
free.
ahead. Yeah. Right. Yes. But please don't make it anywhere where there be a Holiday Inn inside somewhere. We don't like.
What? No, I didn't say anything about Holiday Inn. Did I?
No, we didn't say anything. We didn't besmirch the Wi-Fi at any establishment whatsoever. We're fine, upstanding citizens.
All right. Let me see what's up next on here. This is how raw we're doing this show. I'm not even sure what's coming up next.
I'm excited.
Story. Oh, okay, yeah, this was one that you submitted.
Oh, this lady. Oh, yeah, this lady is a piece of work. We're going to go through, Johnny, and you can play along at home with this one as well. This particular woman, someone happened upon this. This guy was on a dating app, and he was shocked when this woman sent him this list. He shared a screenshot of their conversation, asking the woman, "I just read your profile. Tell me about the checklist." She responded with a cryptic, "Want to see it?" And he said, "Of course I do." So they meet. He asks for the checklist, and she sends it. And here's what it includes, Johnny. 18 non-negotiables were on her list. So let's go through them, shall we?
Please.
Here's what she's got on the list. Loves me deeply and puts me first. Okay. I can jive with that.
Yeah.
Next up, financially successful. Okay. Parentheses, $300,000 plus a year salary. That's what she says is financially successful. You got to make at least $300K to be with her. All right?
I'm listening.
Generous and spoils me. Okay. Sophisticated and enjoys luxury.
Mm-hmm.
Emotionally intelligent and confident. Chivalrous and protective. Ambitious and disciplined. Family oriented and well connected. I don't know why those go together.
All right.
Family oriented and well connected. Fit, attractive, and well groomed. Takes control and makes plans. Keeps his word and values trust. Supports my goals and my lifestyle. Fun, outgoing, and socially respected. Prefers privacy over social media validation.
Okay.
Loves traveling and fine dining. Sexually disciplined and loyal. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Sexually disciplined and loyal. I get the loyal part, but what is sexually disciplined?
I don't know. I do not know. I do not know.
Doesn't crank it when I'm not around, I guess. Handles pregnancy prevention, so all of all the protection lies on you. No hormones for me, she says, and makes life easier. Has a maid, a chef, etc. Do you think? Do you think?
What's she bringing to the table?
Right, exactly. So that was her list there.
Yeah.
Commenter said, "Send the list back to her and watch her get mad at you for demanding so much of her." One poster replied, "Actually, that's exactly what I did." Oh, to which the original poster replied, "That's actually what I did." She proceeded to tell me that she makes less than $10K a year as a part-time personal trainer.
Mm-hmm.
He then said, "I invited her to my place for some casual fun and told her to bring wine. She unmatched me."
Wow, that's amazing. That's incredible. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, she's gonna have to bring a little more to the table than being a personal trainer and making 10K. I'm like, that's crazy.
What's the most demanding there? I would
Yeah.
say to me it's the salary, the $300,000 plus as a starting point. The rest of them are just random things she threw together, like chivalrous and protective,
Right.
ambitious and disciplined.
Well, yeah, and I've certainly seen, and I'm sure it happens the other way too. I've certainly seen women on dating sites. I'm available, by the way, ladies, if you're looking for something. And I don't require much. But I have seen women. It was like, okay, if you're not 5'11" or north of that, forget it. We're not having a conversation. Or I want you to have a beard because that's what I'm attracted to. That kind of thing. And it's off putting, but it's like whatever. That's your deal. I don't know.
That's just one thing.
Right.
It's not an 18-point presentation here.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around sexually disciplined and loyal.
Right.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around, like, no OnlyFans, no, like, you're loyal to me on every level, but you're also sexually, or does it mean like you're disciplined in the arts of sex and you need to know what you're doing?
Yeah, or I guess the other way that it hit me is you are sexually disciplined. In other words, you're not like a ravenous wolf constantly jumping all over me.
Oh,
Maybe. I don't know.
you have a good thrust pattern. You're very disciplined in your cadence. You're very much.
Yeah, I'm sure that.
And maybe that's what it means.
I'm sure that's exactly what it is. That's that woman is going to be lifelong sad and disappointed, and will not find what she's looking for. I don't think.
Except for the AI profile. She'll find
Right.
it in the AI profile we talked about earlier, and that's where she's going to have to go for her sexual discipline going forward if she keeps this up.
Stunning. All right, what do we have next on here? Yes, U.S. scientists build a robot training system to teach them in just 30 minutes using video. So basically, these robots watch a video, a DIY video, and learn how to do things. And the rest of the story is boring, so we'll move on to the next one.
All right. Interesting. And engineering.
That will not be clipped as a quickie.
No, it will not. Moving on, we have this. This couple goes to a birthday party hosted by these individuals who own a restaurant, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This woman so she goes to this restaurant. They hosted a private birthday party at their business. In a post on Reddit, this anonymous 30-year woman writes her friends, whom she calls Meg and Dave, quote unquote, own a popular restaurant in town, and they invited about 40 people to celebrate Megan's birthday there. They closed the restaurant for the night just for the event, so it's a private party with only the invited guests. At the beginning of the night, Dave made a birthday toast encouraging guests to order whatever you want. So everyone kind of assumed it was being hosted, or at the very least, subsidized. Nobody expected a free night necessarily, but the vibe was definitely you're invited to celebrate with us, not this is a group dinner and you're footing your own bill. But at the end of the night, servers began distributing individual bills to all the guests. Turns out everyone was charged full price, food, drinks, everything.
Man,
most couples ended up paying around $350 for the night. Some more, some less. Guests were really thrown off, noting that attendees thought they were guests at a party, not customers at a business. They said Meg and Dave are not hurting financially. They just built a brand new home, drive luxury cars, and take vacations. She ends her post by estimating that the couple profited around $5,000 from the night off their closest friends, adding, quote, "It just felt super icky, like we were tricked into attending what was actually a cash grab dinner disguised as a party."
They profited?
That's what she's saying.
Wow.
Because, well, you think about it. They say, come on in. They shut down for the night, so they could have had more people, right? So they could have had. Yeah. But you bring in 40 people, and if let's say each couple, she says most couples are 350, some less.